We were just in Burlington through the magic of television. Now we're in Kewanee. It's fantastic. Where we were was a very cool bar, Valley Monster Pub, where they've kind of gone for this old rustic aesthetic. They built the bar to make it look like it has been there forever. And we thought it would be a good idea now to take you to a bar that has almost been here forever. This is Cernos.
Yep.
And holy cow, the history just when you walk into this place. And this is the real deal. This isn't something that is crafted to look like it was from the olden days. This is not retro, this is vintage. Can we talk about this beautiful bar? First and foremost, Brian Crabtree, thanks for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming.
This is a masterpiece, this bar.
Yeah, she's a showpiece, I guess that's what you could say. She's been here since in Kewanee since 1898.
We're just feet away from where the train comes into town.
Yeah, we're right.
And that's how they got. It's worth pointing out that this bar has been here since 1898, but it wasn't built here originally.
No,
this was built for the World's Fair in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. And Pabst Brewing Company built it. They built a number. Actually at that time they built 3 of them.
Okay.
We are the only one existing now. One was
it breaks
burnt down.
my heart to think that there were others and they're not with us anymore.
Yeah, one was burnt down, one was torn apart and sold. But this one has survived in little town of Kewanee, and we're doing pretty well.
You walk in, the booths, the bar, this entire thing. Can we get into the history, because it was the people at Pabst that put this together. This was originally serving beer at the World's Fair in Chicago.
Yeah, it was a showpiece in Chicago, and was then when its time was up. Everything had a time at the World's Fair.
Right.
When its time was up, it was then sold, and a son and his father, by the name of Tom Brady and John Brady, they went to Chicago, purchased it, and brought it down here via railroad. And Pabst Brewing Company said if you would keep the Pabst insignias, which are on each end of each pillar at the end, and continue to call it a Pabst bar, that they would come in and furnish it. And furnishing it at that time meant they were going to build the booths. They would trim out all the trim work in the whole place. They would put up wallpaper. They even had billiards in here.
But that wasn't unusual at that time for a brewery to pretty much have the bar only sell their bar,
product.
and then you supply the glassware, everything, and that's kind of why we got into this whole distribution system that we're dealing with now. I mean, there were some problems with it, but when you look around at all of the I can't imagine what this cost in 1898 for the Brady family.
I mean,
right?
It's crazy. I mean,
and then to move this now, this how long is this bar?
It's 50 foot, exactly.
50 foot.
Yep.
And you said they brought this here from Chicago. This is 3 pieces.
It's 3 pieces, two on the end and one in the centerpiece. All the mirrors are from Belgium. Most of the glass is beveled glass, which is from Belgium also. So yeah, they didn't cut corners when they built it.
No.
Like I was telling you earlier, everything is made, no nails, they're all pegged together, so there's...
The cliche is they don't make them like this anymore,
Right.
But they legitimately, you could never make something like
it
this.
It would cost you a fortune. I mean, it literally
to have somebody craft something like this now, there's no way you'd be closed halfway through the build.
Right.
So when you have a bar like this, and again, it was back in the day when Pabst kind of told you what you were doing.
Right.
I'm looking and I'm seeing that you do have Pabst Blue Ribbon available, but it looks like you have some other beers as well.
Yeah, I mean, we have 30 beers on tap, but Pabst is still our number one. Pabst has been our number one ever since we put Pabst on. I mean,
Are there people, I imagine there have to be, people that are Pabst fans, that this would be like a mecca to come and visit?
Our number one thing is that when people come in the door and they've never been here, they either know or they find out why they're here, that it is a Pabst bar,
right?
And then they have to have a Pabst.
Right.
They said, while we're in a Pabst bar, we have to have a Pabst.
That makes,
like, when in Rome.
That makes sense. But one of the reasons that we're here is viewers told us we had to come because of the selection you've had. And you kind of, this isn't new. You didn't just start selling craft beer recently. You were kind of at the forefront. I imagine that was interesting, making a decision to go from from just macros to, or just having Pabst Blue Ribbon available. There's 29 other beers I see here. So can you kind of walk me through that process and the decision to add all of these? I'm seeing some handles here that I haven't seen other places.
So we started out with, I think it was 6 beers on tap, and then we had the draft boxes, and they were ancient. They weighed 5,000 pounds a piece or something. It was ridiculous. But then, let's re-gut the whole thing. Let's do brand new glycol, everything, and let's do 30. And we should be good there. And so we did 30, and it's been fantastic. And if I had more room, I'd put more.
It's a matter of room.
Right.
What's so crazy, and I wonder if you can explain this to me, because I imagine this is something you've given some thought to. You have this old world craftsmanship. Mm-hmm. You have this beautiful bar and the fixtures and the tile and everything that's 120 plus years old. Mm-hmm. And then you have brand new handles back here.
Right.
I mean, I guess the common tie is the artisanship that goes into making the beer and making furniture. It's probably the same to a degree.
Sure.
But the whole idea of something that's brand new and something that's this old, it works. Why do you think it works?
You know what? I think you have to, the saying, keep up with the Joneses. I mean, if you're not first, you're last, that's for sure. But number 2 thing that's looked at, first, as soon as you walk in the door, you look at the bar and just, oh my gosh, this is beautiful.
Right.
Second is, oh my gosh, look how many beers I got on tap.
Right.
This is amazing.
Right.
Where do I start?
It's exactly in that order.
It is.
Look at that beautiful beer. Holy cow, look at their selection of craft beer. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's just gorgeous. Cernos in Kewanee, you have to visit this place. Grab something new here and something that's just wonderfully, beautifully old. This is a cathedral.
It's one of a kind, that's for sure.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much for coming.
I want to have every different style imaginable. That's what the Cellar Peanut Pub is about, is to come in here in Pella, Iowa, and try some really unique, different beers that you wouldn't be able to get anywhere else.